All right, sit down and shut up. This is Marvel Cinematic Universe 102. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm the dad that's way in over his head. I've got kids. I love them, and they love these movies. But I have no idea what's going on.
I'm a film studies major, and I thought all these superhero movies were just like a momentary fad, but now that they're all in vogue, I have to know what's going on.
Oh no, I'm not actually in this class. I'm Professor Phillips. I'm giving a lecture down the hall. I followed her in here. How old are you?
I'm a die-hard DC fanboy. This class is just a conspiracy to slander the best superhero movie, Batman Forever.
All right, class, we got another quiz coming up. Infinity War's coming out soon, and it has an even bigger cast than the last one. So, it's time to study. Captain America is now shieldless and probably an international fugitive. But don't worry, he's got a super sweet beard now. Iron Man is still apparently running the official Avengers and hanging out with Spider-Man a lot. Black Panther's movie finally came out, and he's some sort of super diplomat opening up schools and orphanages, kind of like if Batman were to work for the UN. And Winter Soldier is hiding out in Wakanda, which I guess makes sense, because if you're a Black Panther and you find a Winter Soldier, you're gonna want to hang on to him.
And he's a reference to the writings of Thomas Paine.
Is there a reason to bring that up?
It's just so everyone knows that I know who Thomas Paine is.
Black Widow hasn't been seen since Civil War, and apparently she's blonde now, because that's all it takes to elude an international manhunt. You change your hair color. Spider-Man, still Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can, which includes having your own solo film, but doesn't include keeping a secret from your aunt. And Scarlet Witch, she still has vaguely defined superpowers, and a thing for Vision, who has one of the Infinity Stones attached to his forehead. I don't think that's going to end well for him.
He's just a robot version of Superman, which makes him a ripoff of Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman.
Shut up. Falcon has probably been hanging out with Captain America, because that's what he does best. Hawkeye's probably been living on his secret farm with his secret family in secrecy. Ant-Man has another movie coming out soon, where he has Honey, I Shrunk the Kids adventures with Wasp, who probably won't be in Infinity Wars. Also, remember that Ant-Man can go giant. We learned that from Civil War, so keep an eye out for that. War Machine is Iron Man's best friend, who was severely injured in Civil War, and apparently he's fine now. And Thor, he's a space deity from Space Valhalla, which just got blown up, and now he's the king of the Space Vikings, who are all on a space ark looking for their new home, which I guess makes him Space Moses as well?
Okay, everyone knows Superman is Space Moses.
Shut up. Now, Thor doesn't have his hammer anymore, and also he only has one eye, because an eye patch is how you tell who's in charge in a Marvel movie. Hulk is a scientist who spilled some science on himself that makes him turn big, green, and angry.
How do you spill science on you? Science is not a liquid. My mug is not filled with science. Oops, now I'm big and green.
Hulk's hanging out in space with Thor because he showed up in his last solo movie, and he's also got a thing for Black Widow. And Doctor Strange is a doctor named Strange, and when he couldn't be a doctor anymore, he just had to be strange. He's in charge of magic and magic accessories. Now, Star-Lord is a funny, lovable space swashbuckler. You gotta kind of think if Han Solo and Mal Reynolds had a son. Now, he found out in his last movie that his father was an evil space planet, and he had to blow him up. But don't worry, it hasn't made him one bit less handsome. Now, he has unresolved sexual tension with Gamora, who's a green lady from space, and Thanos is her abusive adoptive dad, and she pretty much hates him, which is understandable because he's basically Butch Frieza hunting down the Rainbow Dragon Balls. Now, she loves guns, swords, and making Star-Lord feel inadequate. Nebula is a blue lady from space, and Thanos is also her abusive adoptive dad, but she hates him even more than Gamora does. See, Gamora just wants to stop him, but Nebula wants to straight up murder this dude. Probably because he gave her a stupider name. I mean, like, calling your daughter Nebula when you're from space would be like me calling my daughter, Plant, or Mailbox, or Horizon. Horizon's actually kind of nice.
You got a daughter?
What's wrong with you?
Never mind. You like Cold Stone?
Rocket Raccoon is a talking raccoon from space, kind of like Star Fox.
Oh wait, Star Fox. I know that one. Yeah, he was Thanos' brother. Yeah, his name was Eros, He was kind of like an Avenger. He had like the sexy hippie mind control powers.
No, like the video game with the space furries. You know, Rocket is angry and antisocial, and pretty much the only things he likes are explosions. The only person he trusts is Groot. He is Groot.
Groot!
Everyone loves Groot. Drax is another space guy who, you guessed it, hates Thanos. Now, I get it. Look, Thanos is a bad guy. Everyone hates him, but seriously, Marvel, you're making these character intros really boring. Now, Drax doesn't understand metaphors or sarcasm, and he takes everything literally. He's also super strong and invulnerable.
So it's a statement about confidence born of ignorance.
No, it's just funny, okay?
Superheroes being funny is just a ripoff of Suicide Squad.
Mantis is a space lady with antenna and bug eyes, and for once we finally have someone who has nothing to do with Thanos. She's just telepathic, but in order to use her telepathy, she has to be touching you, so she's powerful, but has limited range.
Okay, space telepathy is Martian Manhunter's thing. Ripoff.
Shut up!
How much is Disney paying you to peddle their lies?
Loki is the semi-evil brother of Thor. He's the dude who started this whole franchise back when he tried to take over Earth. And that brings us to Thanos. He's the big purple dude with the chin from the Avengers end credits scene. And finally, after 6 years of build-up, he gets to do something. He has this glove that's called the Infinity Gauntlet, and it has a space for each of the Infinity Stones. Now, in the comics, when all the stones were put in the gauntlet, it made you omnipotent. But who knows how they're going to handle that in the film, alright? Now, all the places that the stones are that he's trying to collect are the cube from the Avengers, the red smoke from Thor 2, the green eye necklace that Doctor Strange wears, the purple stone from Guardians of the Galaxy, and the yellow jewel that is in Vision's face. And there's also an orange jewel somewhere, but who knows where that thing even is. Alright, and that officially is everything you need to know in order to understand Avengers Infinity War. Now, do we have any questions?
Yeah, shouldn't X-Men be in this, or Fantastic Four? Aren't they Marvel characters too?
Class dismissed.